Hello, we're About Wellness friends, and thank you for joining me, Mary Amber Hughes, today to talk with you about the class in the box. So I have been using and sharing doTERRA for about 10 years. I just got my order today, and I got my free peppermint because I renewed my membership, my wholesale account. And so that means it's been 10 years. So I am excited because in 10 years time, I have seen a lot of improvements, and doTERRA has listened to us as wellness customers and wellness advocates. And I'm excited because they have listened to us about this class in the box. So if you don't know what a class in the box is, the class in the box is a great tool to help you launch your business, help you promote your business, and help you share with other people. So I'm going to open it up. And the first thing I see on top is this wonderful, wonderful class in the box introduction. And it totally walks us through what we have. And I'm just going to walk you through what comes in this class in the box. Well, back in the day, we had paperwork that came and some wonderful essential oils that we got to share with people. These lovely wild oranges. And they helped us hold a class, and that was great. But what is even better to help you before you hold the class is to share samples with people. And so they have included 2 bags of essential oil sample vials, okay? And so before the class, and it even tells you here, give people essential oil samples using oils that will have an immediate impact for their specific health concerns. And this goes really well with Daily Mentor Calls by Elise Sedavi. And if you've not heard of her, you can go to dailymentorcalls.com and you can register for free. Right now, it doesn't cost anything. And it steps you through how to share a sample, how to start your business, and how to just love on people, essentially. And it saves you time, it saves your friends time, it saves you money, and it saves you energy because it helps direct you in a path that is very clear and very straightforward. So you get those sample vials and you talk to your friends and you tell them, hey, I'm doing this doTERRA thing. I would love to share a sample. I've had great results with my family, and you share an example why. And Daily Mentor Calls goes in so much more. But then you ask them about like what their health concerns were and if they'd be open to trying a sample. And it's really great because you want to pick, like they said here, a sample that will have an immediate impact on their specific health concern. Okay, so something like lavender, peppermint, something like tea tree oil, something like deep blue, and you put about 10 to 15 drops in here, and then you tell them, hey, I will call you in a couple days. Is that going to be okay? Will that be enough time for you to use your sample? And it's wonderful because then in the Daily Mentor Calls, it gives you a script of what you can say if you're somebody who kind of fumbles with their words, so you can practice it. And I found it to be very helpful. And then also those people are expecting you to call in 2 days, right? So you're going to call. Well, what are you going to say? And where are you going to go from if they have tried the sample, if they haven't tried the sample? All that is there in the Daily Mentor Calls. All right. So Daily Mentor Calls guide you through what are the next steps when they have had a great, and when you share a sample with them, something I found is helpful that I learned that Daily Mentor Calls will go over is you want to set them up and let them know that, you know, it's just like like medicines that you would get from the store or from the from the doctor's office. If they prescribe you something and it's not working for whatever your health concern is, you're going to then do what? Are you going to say, oh, I can't use any prescriptions. No prescriptions work. No, you're going to say, okay, let me try something different. And the same with natural medicine. There are lots of different solutions. So if you tell them, hey, if this doesn't work for you, that's okay. When I check in with you, we'll be able to see how you liked it, what your results were. And if not, if you're patient with me, I will be patient with you, and I will let you have another sample. Our samples are always free. And here we go. Our samples are always free. And then if they have had a great result with a sample, you want to invite them to a class, right? You're going to teach a class. And so what are you going to teach a class on? On essential oils. Well, guess what? This has exactly what you need, handouts for the class. So the handouts are in here. Oh, and to go on the top of your little bottles are sticker labels so that they know and you know what sample you gave them. You're going to write that down too. You're going to write down so that you remember what sample you gave them. Here's the class tear sheet that you can give to people when they come to your class, or you can send it in the mail. And if you do an online one, you can easily email them a link to that class as well. Then when they, at the end of the class, you're going to encourage them to get started either with their wholesale account or see what their health needs are and how you can help them. Daily mentor calls goes into so much more. I'm just paraphrasing right now. And then you're going to take time with them and help them figure out what oils would be good for their health needs. And then you're going to ask them, hey, would you like to get this key ring and take it home with you? And then for every class or every person that comes to your class, I will give you an oil to go in here. So I would give them an empty keychain. So you get 2 keychains and you get a little sample 5/8 drams in there that you're going to fill up for them. So when they have guests come to your class, and everybody uses it differently, but this kind of is a nice way for a hostess gift. All right. So for a class, I would try to have 8 of these for a nice hostess gift. And oh, deep blue rub samples. So you can sample these if you don't have these already. So this is great to give out before a class and let somebody have an experience with it. This is our deep blue oil in a nice rub form. All right. So you have the handouts for the class, and you give it to each attendee so that they can follow along as you teach them about doTERRA's oils, products, and membership perks. And then you have the keychains. You know, they book a class from a class by giving them a free keychain as a booking incentive for hosting a class or for those who schedule right then and there. Offer to fill the keychain with an oil for every person who shows up to their class. Then you get wholesale customer forms, so that night when they choose to get their wholesale membership, they can do that right then and there and have access to all the kits that are available and write down what products they're going to also order. It's really, really simple. It's so fun to share about these natural products that we're having great results with. And then the Live Guide, it says once their first order arrives, so when someone orders from me and gets their own wholesale account, I tell them one of the things that doTERRA likes us to do is do a membership, I call it a membership overview, and go over this Live Guide. And so I ask them if they're a paper person or if they're more a online person. And I explained to them, I said, because the little handout that we will go over has a place where you can put your name and your member ID number, like your number and your password, so it's all in one place. It'll have the 1-800 number for doTERRA and then my contact information and information about upcoming classes. And I always put on there our monthly wellness circle or our monthly team meeting with Corey Hughes. All right, and then they know already that we're going to schedule that, so we schedule it right then and there, or we set a date and time for me to call them to set it up. Okay, so this is phenomenal at walking them through. I could do a whole thing on this. The deep blue rub samples are great for sharing at sporting events and the gym or on the go or keeping with you. And they're also great for giving, like I said, the person a product experience before the class. Then you get 10 wild orange, 10 5 mLs of wild orange to use as an enrollment incentive. You could choose to give one to anybody that enrolls at the class. You could choose to give it to the hostess, or you could do it for, use it to put in a dram to give as a prize for those that participate and share during the night of your class. It's up to you how you want to use it. Daily Mentor Calls has some great ideas and suggestions. We talked about the product labels. They are great for using to fill up the host's keychain with oils, so you can make sure you save them for that as well. And then you're going to get a product guide to help class attendees customize their orders according to their lifestyle needs. And you get one build guide to show potential builders how they can create residual income, which is something that many of us in the beginning don't always consider, but it's nice to at least mention, because you're going to teach at the end of your class. You're going to encourage people to stay to the close, and then break for just 5 minutes while you're helping people to place their orders. After that, you're going to tell people, hey, if you stick around, we've got some snacks and desserts and some refreshments. After our biz intro, we're going to just teach a small biz intro, and it's not scary, it's fun, it's very easy to do. It's something that gives people a taste of what the possibilities are with doTERRA, and you'll find it's easy too. And this is handy to have on hand. On the back, I want to just tell you, they have 5 tips for holding a successful class. I'm not going to go through each. Just know that with this Class in a Box collection tool, you can have all of the things you need in one box. Pair that with your essential oils and your love for people, and you can make a difference, one drop at a time. Thanks so much. God bless.